E aí, gurizada, Kawasaki na Zanga Motos, porque Kawa é vida.
Maxim Dupre, here's how they line up then, based on their result from the sprint race. Tomac going to the line on pole, Brayton, Roxon, Marvin Muscan. Incidentally, that's how the points are at the moment as well. 1 for a win, 2 for second, 3 for third. Riders fire up their engines as we prepare for SX1 race 2, the sprint race. The 15-second board, not wasting any time either, is up in a flash. Feel the atmosphere right in and around the stadium. 5-second border's turn. Who's it going to be that gets the Oxmoto whole shot award? Another good start from Tomac up the inside there. Oh, and he gets bumps there and Brayton down. Roxon bumped into Tomac and Brayton bore the brunt of that as he goes down in turn 1. But it's Tomac who leads away. Roxon right there in second. Muscan in third. Or is it Webb? Webb there in third. And then Muscan behind him, then Aranda, then Subaras. As Tomac and a fired up Ken Roxon start their first official full lap from finish line to finish line. Muscan tries to get down the inside of Webb there. See how tough those whoops are starting to become. Some riders losing momentum and having to double their way through. But look at Roxon here. He is going for the number 3 ahead of him, Eli Tomac. Back end just losing a little bit of traction there as Roxon tries to square up to Tomac, who looks over his shoulder at the end of the rhythm section, sees Roxon there. These two really pulling away as the two Red Bull KTMs start to beat each other up in the background. Roxon pushing on hard. This is the first real test for Eli Tomac this evening, and Roxon lets him know he's there, takes the lead on lap 2, slips underneath the American, takes the advantage away. What can Roxon do from here? Can he stay there? Fans on their feet. Atmosphere insane around this Paris arena. Webb still hanging on in third place. Muscan in 4th position and Roxon having to go defensive. Will there be a cutback here from the number 3? Well, he thought about it. You know what? It might be up his sleeve a little bit later on unless he can get good drive across the waves. But Kenny Roxon far too good across the whoop section. And just starting to lose ground to the German. 5.5 minutes plus a lap then remain in this SX1 sprint race 2. Can Roxon pull a position back? Where is Justin Brayton at the moment? Well, he's up to 13th. Remember, he went down on the first turn after there was a tussle between Roxon and Tomac, and that caught out Brayton, your rider who finished second in the first race. Webb on his own in third. He's broken free from his teammate, Marvin Muscan, who was hoping, and still is hoping, for a 4th King of Paris title this weekend here. Roxon just a little off balance there, just had to give it a little bit of leg swag. 4 laps complete. Tomac less than a second behind, 9/10 that time around, and he was 2/10 quicker than the number 94 on that occasion. Triple quad. Little heavy landing there for the number 3. in second. Just needed a moment to steady himself through that right-hander. Possibly allowed Roxon a little bit of breathing space to the tune of a 10.42. But Tomac just starting to close in on him again. 2 KTMs, around about 3-4 seconds, 5 seconds in Marvin Musquin's case, off the lead. But all of a sudden, the battle is back on. The gap half a second between Roxon and Tomac. Marvin Musquin just closing in on Webb ever so slightly as they duke it out over third place. Aranda is fourth. Subaras down in 8th place at the moment. Back markers coming into play for the two leaders ahead of these two. Be interesting to see how that one plays out in the next 3.5 minutes plus a lap or so. And Marvin Musquin, urged on by the home crowd, getting closer to the American Webb as he looks to steal third position away from the number 2. Picture in picture. Over on the left, first and second. Over on the right, third and fourth. Bit of a bobble there for Webb. Couldn't get through that turn cleanly. And Musquin, I think, is all over the back of Webb as they go through the whoop section. Not able to find his way through, though. Cuts to the inside. Webb leaves the door open. Musquin goes through, and surely he can control the inside from here. He does, and does a little bit more as well. Comes across on Webb. Shuts down the door, stops the American from gaining an advantage. All of a sudden, Marvin Musquin now on lap 7, back into third place. Still 2:20 plus a lap to go. 3/4 of a second between first and second as they charge down the start straight. Doesn't look like that from my advantage point as they hit the whoops underneath the Red Bull arch. Serious amount of pressure Ken Roxon is having to deal with here as Tomac tries to close down, whittle down the gap, and Musquin down. Musquin down at the end of the whoops, picks himself up, loses a position or two. Sure, we'll see a replay if we have one, but Cooper Webb now back up into third place as Tomac looking to find a way around. I think if he's not found a way past Roxon until the final lap, if he's close enough, it might be in that turn on the approach to the whoops. A-Ray just staying out of the way there. Alex Ray, he's in 12th place. But all of a sudden, Roxon has found another gear. It was 3/10 as they hit the line a moment ago. Remember, Roxon third in race 1. Watch this here. Marvin Musquin just folded the front and then high-sided as he got into the end of the whoop section. Marvin Musquin now dropping down to 4th. So he still had quite a handy advantage over Gregory Aranda, who still circulates in 5th place. We are going to get a couple more laps out of this, aren't we? Because it's not going to take 38 seconds to get from here to the finish line. Technical track here this weekend in Paris for the 39th edition of the infamous Paris Supercross here in the City of Lights. Tomac pushing on here. There's going to be another lap and a half in this for Eli Tomac. Gets onto the rear wheel, then can't find a way past. Loses a little bit of ground. Roxon switches off. Tomac gets back onto the rear wheel again. There's Subaras. He is in. He's up into 4th place now, so he's dispensed of Gregory Aranda. It will be 1 lap to go next time around as they hit the line. Roxon and Tomac separated by about 3 or 4 bike lengths. Here's the 25 of Marvin Musquin. Musquin's been down again. He's now in 11th place. So what has happened to Marvin Musquin? Back marker in between Roxon and Tomac, crucially, as they get ready to head into the final lap here. Can't switch off, though. Tomac will not give up until the very last turn. Not close enough to make a move here in the right-hander. Going to have to rely on a mistake through the whoops. There's traffic on the horizon there. Both riders navigate without too much difficulty. See how soft it is as they triple in and land in that landing zone. Soft ruts just starting to pull up. Couple of corners to go then. Kenny Roczen doing everything right. Did not let Tomac out of his sights. Forced the issue. Maybe when Tomac wasn't expecting it. Tomac, though, still closing in on him, but out of the final turn, Roczen wins it by less than a second over Tomac. We wait for Cooper Webb to come through. And there was a problem late on in the race for Marvin Musquin, who got lapped as well. He came home in 10th place. So Roczen wins it, Tomac second, Webb on the line now in third. That gap around about 20 seconds between the leaders, Roczen, Tomac and Cooper Webb. Celebrations all round though for Kenny Roczen. A very dejected Marvin Musquin steps away from his motorcycle. He'll remove his helmet, he'll go back to the waiting zone. Well, the KTF truck is just there to the right actually. Yamaha's paddock is just to the left. And Honda just a little bit further down in the direction that they're walking, actually. So some mixed results then.